welcome to the show. I am here today playing Wreckfest, playing around with a new mod. Every so often I will go on the PC and have a look through the Steam Workshop and see what takes my fancy, and this one adds a whole load of cars. And when I say a whole load of cars, I do genuinely mean a whole load of cars that, if I'm honest, almost look too nice to be in Wreckfest. We're going to start off with the Nissan... Is the Nissan President? I think that's the actual name of it. There are absolutely stacks of them. There's plenty of classic American cars if you want to go and cause some chaos with them. I mean, that looks far too nice to go wandering around. I mean, do like a good sort of ute. We've got a Buick Skylark, of course. Why not? Fantastic looking machine. We have got Ford. Is that a racing version? The Fairlane, yeah, the Ford Fairlane, the big engined one. There's even a Caterham. If you want to go race a Caterham Super 7, there's a big old Continental. Yeah, it's a great selection. We'll have a look through some more. We're going to start with the Nissan President for this one, and just go for a bit of a drive. I've also got the very Track Pack 2 turned on for this, just to go to some different... I mean, we might go to some of the base game circuits, but also just to go to some variety, if you will. So we'll start off with the Nissan President. This is quite a short track. Let's go 7 laps. Why not? And we got... I think I set it to rain. Yeah, we got the rain version of the circuit. So... yeah, the AI... Now, the AI don't use these cars. Some mod packs, when you set the vehicles on, the AI will use the car. Some mod packs, they don't. Some you can set specific AI groups. At the moment, for this, only the player will have access to these cars. They're decent in terms of the C-Class cars. The AI in C-Class will put up... like, these cars are probably a little bit faster than the AI C-Class cars, but they're not... They're not too bad. Other than the AI also... Oh! I have stolen someone's wing. Hold on, I have a new mission. How far can I go with the wing attached to the roof? Oh, it got... the El Matador broke it, or pulled it off. Never mind. Well, we carried a wing a little bit of a distance. Right, come on, Nissan. We can get down the inside here. This section here is very fiddly. I think I've driven this track before in a video at some point. I vaguely remember this bit here being very fiddly. And if the AI decide to murder you, no, let me turn now, I need to make the corner. Every so often, the AI just goes full murder squad. We've actually got through that quite well. If the AI goes full murder squad, you just get stuck. Oh, why am I pressing? I know why I'm pressing. Why? I was going to look back, and why is what look back is in beam, and I've locked the brakes, and now I'm going exploring on the very outside of the corner. Thankfully, the AI... So the way the base game AI, there are various mods as well that can tweak it. Every so often you get AIs that want to race cleanly, and you get AIs that want to wreck you, or you get an AI that makes a mistake mid-corner. And yeah, the AIs that want to... that Bulldog's still having a crash. That crash went on for a suspiciously long amount of time. Never mind. It's now out of the way. Well, we don't have to deal with it anymore. If you get an AI that wants to crash into you, they will sometimes just do that. Or... yeah, they'll just like turn into you mid-corner. It's by the fact that they lose way more time doing it. I'm in a much bigger car than you, although my car is in much better condition. I feel bad. These cars are far too nice. I feel bad crashing them into the folk racing cars, the derby cars. Ugh. I don't know how much one of these V8 Nissans would actually be worth. I'm going to guess a good condition one probably is not cheap. Not the most expensive, but still. Oh. Come on, get turned in, please. I mean, Caterham was probably the way to go on this circuit for the really tight and twisty stuff. I'm hoping the leaders are going to get ensnared. Once you start lapping traffic, I'm actually struggling with getting the braking right here. I locked the brakes up again. Oh, you asshole. Why on earth would you... well, I say that. All you've done is successfully lose a place to the red and black Bulldog. You can go over there, Nature Time. I feel like Nature Time, it's time for you to go and visit some trees. Oh, come on. There we go. There is some damage on my vehicle. It's not the... so, from what I had a little bit of a play around with a couple of these vehicles before it started. They definitely do have damage. It's not quite as... so I have damage on Intense, which I normally do when I play Wreckfest. It's not quite as ridiculous or not quite as heavy damage on this as you get on the other cars. I was busy trying to crash an AI car and I've missed my own braking point. Where are you going? Over there with you. So yeah, things will bend on these cars. It's not quite as insane damage. Oh, you were wibbling around. You've wibbled and you have outmaneuvered me. I was going for a murder, and then I thought it was turning in, and then it changed its mind. The AI was vaguely smart. I say vaguely smart. Oh, God, there are wrecks here. I'm a little bit stuck on the back of that one. Right, okay. Our sole purpose is to murder a firefly. It's become... We have... it's not quite nature time on the name. Oh, there's a van upside down. Well, not upside down, on its side. I wonder what happened to you. We're up to 6th. The Firefly has overtaken a car and is now having a fight with a gremlin that has gone not quite around. We will pass the gremlin. Okay, we are going for the punt. That time you're wibbling and wobbling. We lost a place, but it was worth it. Oh no, we've lost a place, and I technically have shortcutted the track. Okay, it was less worth it. Oh, I was trying to go. Right. I'm kind of slightly surprised. Again, it is a mod track, so little things like that do happen. Right. The Vendettas, they never end well, and this is the thing. Say the Vendetta. I'm only fighting an AI car as well. Oh, poor Nissan. I mean, this thing drives pretty well. In some ways, I think I prefer the way this drives to the actual game cars. It's more... It slides. It's the brake locking. I mean, that is a difficulty on this game normally anyway. But the car... It is a little bit more manageable than a lot of the base game cars in terms of its handling characteristics. It moves around, but it's a little bit... I don't know whether predictable is the right way to describe it, but yeah, it drives very nicely, actually. We are about to get torpedoed, aren't we? Oh. Well, it's all got a little bit messed up down here. We're going to squeeze you into... Oh, that's moving. Hello. I think the AI is also taking part in the Vendetta. We've completely screwed ourselves out of any chance at a podium. There was, at one point, a little bit of a chance at a podium for us. However... We have very much decided that that is not on the cards. We just want to kill each other. We are up to 5th place. I was trying to see whether anybody... Because we've got a different name in front. I was trying to figure out whether we'd had anyone DNF. It looks like there's a couple of DNF cars. I mean, it's got a little bit of a mess around this twisty section. I feel like we could have and should have been faster. We got stuck in a Vendetta. Really cool car. Really cool car. I actually like this circuit as well. It's an interesting challenge of a very different kind of track. Very technical in places. That is the vehicle I'm trying to chase down for oh, it is now for 3rd. Oh, God. Can I do anything about it? I was tempted to go for a big torpedo, but I don't think I'd have actually hit. I think we were too far back. Come on, Nissan. Use your straight line speed. Oh, we are going to be catching, but it's not going to be fast enough. There's the finish line. Could not quite get on the podium. We recover to 4th. We'll probably get fastest lap of the race, maybe? We do. Gremlin up in 2nd. Oh, we were ahead of Wandle at one point until we started farting about. They recovered well. They got out of the crab bucket. We got stuck in it. We ended up 4th and 5th, though, considering how stupid we were being. But yeah. So, Nissan President. A fun track with an actually really interesting mod vehicle. Now, for our next race, we have come to a figure-of-8 circuit. As you can possibly see on the grid, there is a little bit... I don't quite know how we've managed to sneak it into the event. This is called the Lodestar, I believe. I can't say I know much about these sort of trucks. Again, this mod is all really with, like, real vehicles, so I presume this is it's got it looks quite heavy-duty, I'm not going to lie. I feel like we might have a smidge of an advantage in all of this. Oh, there's fire as well. I like that. Okay, we're quite quick accelerating. How strong are we? Oh, yep, we're strong. We're definitely quite strong. I was going to go hit the car that was on its side. However, we could not. Okay, we will spin the Bulldog out of the way, please, Bulldog. Thank you. Right, we're just belching black smoke and fire out of the exhausts. I feel like that's definitely a good way to go. I'm not so much worried about vehicles spinning me. I don't think that's going to happen, considering we have just picked up and chucked a van. Oh, you almost went underneath us. That could be a way to defeat it, to be honest. If you get a wedge-shaped car and shove it under the Lodestar, that might be the only way to really defeat it. We've just put whatever that thing, I've forgotten the name of it, towards the wall. Oh, go on, kill the van! Oh, lovely stuff. I'm not sure we're that fast here. I don't think we're terribly slow. I'm not sure we're immensely fast. I think we are more about strength. Yep. Yeah, don't mess with it. Poor Jeff. Jeff got very much beaten up. Oh, yeah, so that took full speed. That should have caused a lot more issues for me, but it didn't. That was a full speed. In fact, it did 0 damage to my vehicle. Hello. I think we might be a little bit overpowered. Just a smidge. There is Master Yoda is leading the way. Master Yoda, I would stay out of the way of the beast of a truck. We're in the lead of the race now. If ever there was a Stop the Beast episode on Wreckfest, I found my beast, I think. Right, into that lot we go. Yeah. They don't really stand much of a chance against this thing. I like this truck. I mean, for serious competition, maybe less so. For I want to murder everything in my path. It's very good. And the thing is, it doesn't actually drive badly. It drives pretty well. Like, it handles well. It feels, a bit heavier and everything, as you would expect. Oh! You need to go that way. Oh! Okay, that's the most problem I've had from a collision, is we got knocked off course a bit. I mean, that's against, probably outside of a truck, that is probably the heaviest vehicle we are going to find in a race, right? The heaviest you're going to come across is the Vandal, and all it did at a full speed, crossover hit was nudge us a little bit towards a barrier that we got away from as well. We didn't even go into the barrier. We had time to steer out of it. We've wrecked a number of cars in this. That will be another one. I don't know, does it... Oh, that one there has actually caused us grief. Hello. Don't mind me, I will just block the track. Where is... Oh, there's the car, the Fury-looking thing, is the second place vehicle. I wonder how many cars are still actually running, because we've probably killed 4 or 5 at the moment. Excuse me. Excuse me over here. Do you really think that... No, wait, don't get suckered into vendettas, because we will probably... Like, this is a race that we should absolutely win. Don't get suckered into vendettas. Never mind, we killed it very quickly. Oh, no. No, bad things are happening. Well, I think a lot of cars are now out of the race. They have figured out my weakness is to shove cars into the middle and kind of stick my vehicle in the air. Funnily enough, it's quite difficult to drive when you have a car wedged underneath you. That has been a legit tactic in Stop the Beasts as well. It is one of the few ways to stop some of the beasts, is to wedge your vehicle underneath it. Right, come on. Through the crowd of cars. Hell Driver, you are missing most of a front corner. Oh, you were in second place for a while. We'll just give you a little nudge on the way past. Why not? Okay, we haven't done something dumb and ended up losing the race. Yeah, the Lodestar is very strong. I don't even think we took any damage by the end of that. We just crushed everything. Not the fastest. I'm not really surprised. There was a lot of deaths. Only 11 cars were still running, which is... Yeah. Quite in a fairly short race. It's quite a lot of vehicles out, and I probably took out most of them. Shame it doesn't tell you total wrecks, how many kills. We definitely did a lot of damage. I like that. That vehicle's fun. We head to a track I don't think I've ever driven before from this mod pack. I don't know if these are based on real circuits or not. Tomelia? I'm probably mispronouncing it. I do have a vehicle that is far too nice for this. Yep, we've got a Pantera, which is an awesome vehicle to see. Of all the vehicles, I'll say that there's classic and 80s, 90s Formula 1 cars in this game, so I guess maybe this isn't quite as outlandish as them, but still, really cool. Really cool vehicle to have. I just don't want to crash it, particularly, so I apologise. And I apologise to all the Pantera fans as well that will be upset, because it will be involved probably in some dings. We're going to try and get around the outside. How far can I get before I get a scrape on my car? Oh, no, wait, that... Oh, yep, it's not worked. Oh, poor Pantera. To be fair, I did not check to see how tight that corner was. I thought I could escape around the outside. I could not. I could not. Nope. I mean, there is an old Corvette. You know, the Venom. It is based on an old Corvette and everything. But I suspect some beat-up old Corvettes have turned up in banger racings or folk racing and all of that. So well, in the States there probably would have been one at some point, right? I can't imagine a Pantera has ever turned up in this kind of racing ever. There we go. Right, let's see what we can do with this vehicle in somewhat of a recovery drive after things went wrong. I'm in a smaller and lighter car. How have you got there, Beetle? Yeah, how have you managed that? I don't even know how you've got to that section, but never mind. We have got the straight line speed. What are the brakes like in this? Oh, yep, very easy to lock up, as is a common trend with Wreckfest cars, although these are some of the easiest brakes to lock up I think I've ever come across. Oh, where are you going? I am not sure. I don't know if you are sure either in all of that. These really tight sections, I actually really like this track. I think this would work as a... This is a mod track. This would work as a base game track. I have no doubt about. You've got a couple of little split routes for some variety. Oh, I have not got slowing down right for there. You've got these tighter sections to cause some chaos. Oh, you're going to dive up the inside and try and murder us while doing it. That's not very nice, is it now? Yeah, this is a really cool track. Can we give you a nudge down here? Yes, we can. And goodbye. I will... I will take that position. Right. Let us try and run away. We have got like 10 seconds to the leader. Or there's a good chance there's going to be some crashes along the way somewhere. Right? There's going to be some mayhem. We're going to be catching some lapped cars, or someone's going to get stuck. Is the leader in the Volvo? Maybe. I am going to try and sneak my way past Bulldog. Ooh, not quite. No, Hatson, what are you doing? Oh. You've not really defended your position successfully, and all you've done successfully is lose time. So yeah, well done. We will try and take the route I meant to take last time. Still not quite got it slowed down well enough, but it will do. Oh, there's a vehicle out wide. Hello. You have slammed into the door. Oh, you're going to be... I sense a vendetta is on its way soon. No, we got into the final corner. We got into the final corner and they've made a mistake somewhere, so they have fallen back. Not sure we're really catching the leader with these kind of battles at the moment. We are going to go up the inside, hopefully, of this squabbling group, if I can. Actually, that first corner is a lot quicker than I realised. Oh, we've put a Crown Vic into the wall. Fantastic. I mean, it was a lap down car. We've spooked that car. That's not looked back. God damn it, I will remember eventually. Played so much beam. I'm just instinctively using the buttons that I would use for beam. Right, we are clear of everybody behind. Can we... What vehicle is for position? Is that for position? I think it may be. And then we've still got, like, that big gap to the Hammerhead that is leading the way. This, again, like, driving-wise, as far as this mod vehicle goes, it's pretty good. This, I mean, it's a little bit more... oversteery, a little bit more twitchy, although you would kind of expect that from a Pantera, right? You'd expect it to be a little bit funkier, or less funkier, but you expect it to be a bit tougher to drive than some of the more normal cars, but it's still quite manageable. In some ways, I think it's slightly less snappy and twitchy than one of the base game cars, for example. I mean, it's quick, although the AI, I've set it to C-Class, but the AI don't actually really, they don't modify their cars, or they're always quite underpowered in this, so yeah, that would probably explain some of it. Got a little too quick into there. The Hammerhead is going to be on the inside. Oh, no, left it too late, or going a bit too fast on the turning point there. Where is the Firefly? A little further back. We've got one more lap to go. Oh, where am I going? We can carry speed through the final corner. We have got an excellent run. We have got the straight line of speed in the Pantera up towards the first corner. I mean, the first corner, you might even be able to get through there flat. I mean, you have to slow it down, of course, though, for here. Oh, The van is out. Oh, that is out as well. Is it Wingman? There we go. I think that's what that one was. Just rolling back across the track, trying to make a roadblock, as you do. Yeah, I actually really like this track. Like this I could definitely see it working as a base car. It's a good challenge. I like the car. We are quite sure. I think these vehicles are maybe a little, say a little bit. The Lodestar definitely, it's always supposed to be quite a lot stronger, of course. But this thing, for example, does seem quite a bit stronger than the cars it's going up against. Hasn't really lost any health at all, which is, not a bit crazy considering. I mean, it had a big crash. We didn't get involved in too many big crashes. We had a big crash at the start. We had a couple of bumps along the way, but we could chase down the leader and get that one to a victory. Yeah, we were quite quick. I mean, there's no two ways about it. We were very quick around there, but as you can see, our vehicle was considerably higher rated, so to speak. For our final race today, I have got, just a Mazda 3. Of all the cars from this mod pack, in some ways this is a little bit more surprising. Most of them are sort of older cars, and then we've just got a Mazda 3 chucked in for good luck. Why not? Why not have a go? It looks so out. It looks like a spectator has just driven onto the track here. A spectator has turned up with their Mazda and is going to have a go. I mean, again, it looks very out of place in a field of banger racing cars. Can I sneak? Wow, we've got a lot of grip in this, actually. We're going to sneak our way past to the inside. I mean, we've scuffed the bumper, that's fine. It's the first lap, so there's not, of course, going to be any oncoming traffic. We can scoot down here. Handles the jumps very, very well. Shall we go to our usual line? We would go to the usual line, but there's a van in the way. No van. Van did not like us trying to pass. The van, I mean, much like when I had the Lodestar, the van used its weight, and it decreed that we should not pass, and we did not pass. Actually, I don't know why I'm bumping into you. We are definitely not as... We have taken a little bit of damage in this one, in terms of our health. I mean, we've got some scrapes along the way. Oh, hello. Right, can I murder you? Nope, I have murdered myself. Ow. Yep, don't fight. Oh, it looks very crumpled now. Okay, I'm sorry. I did not mean to piss you all off, AIs. Oh, God, that was close. There's still AIs there. Oh, I don't want to run into that gap. Oh, there's a big pile up. Don't throw heavy cars at me. I'm not sure we've got the strength to really fight off the heavy cars. We will try and jump over. Not really jump over. It was more of a mess around with the car ahead. Okay, back to running this high line. Can we finally get this to work and make a pass stick? We'll get a great run on the exit. Ooh, I don't know where you're going. You're just spinning around in circles. I probably don't want to be over here. However, we are... Oh, crap. Oh, that was millimeters away from a lot of disaster right there. I mean, this is the most broken we've had one of these cars. It's actually taken a big chunk out of the side of it there. Oh, I am playing this so dangerously. Just going randomly down the wrong way is asking for an awful lot of pain. At the moment we're getting away with it. At some points we are not going to get away with it. There look like a big mess going on here. There is a big mess going on here. What is the vehicle for the lead? Can I knock out the muscle car? Nope. The Grand Duke, is it? Can we do some damage? No, I can't really do much to it. We did like 3-4 damage to ourselves. Oh, that, I believe, was the leader. The leader was eliminated. They wandered wide heading onto the start-finish stretch. I'm going to have to be wary of that next time around. Because, yeah, you never know. See, when we race Wreckfest in multiplayer for events and so on, it just doesn't tend to generate the same level of chaos, because as human players, you find yourself so unlikely to ever wander into the oncoming lane. Christ, I can't speak words good at all. But yeah, you just don't really find yourself wandering out there. So a lot of the time, it just becomes a normal race. It's a fun race, and it does sometimes descend into pure chaos. But more often than not, we end up having it a relatively clean race. And because at the end of the day, you could torpedo a car, but 9 times out of 10, you end up both losing a heap of time. So, a lot of times it just becomes a race. Can I take out an AI car? Oh, I wanted to wreck an AI car. I saw them having very little health, and I thought it would be fun to remove them from the game. Why on earth were you... Well, we have now removed an AI car from the game. I don't quite know why you were there, and you wrecked yourself on my door. 10 out of... I mean, you had literally 0 hit points. I don't know why you'd ever go for that. If you're still there next lap, I'm definitely helping you. Oh, just realised from the front how... This kind of looks like where one of the cars on GTA, for example, when we've played our survival races or we've been fighting with wind turbines, that's kind of the damage level we're talking about here. That's sort of what it reminds me of, with the way it's kind of the right shape, but also very much not right. Ah, the beetle thing has been moved. Disappointing. I wanted to be the one to move it, goddammit. Oh, hello. That's a car that wrecked itself on us. It might be, to be honest. We are currently 12 seconds later. The AI have had an absolutely chaotic mayhem of a time here. There's a couple of wreck things there. Now, as the race wears on, the number of wrecks builds up, which does force us to maybe take some slightly wonky lines. But of course, just less cars are circulating. So actually, you kind of have to avoid a few more wrecks, but it does generally calm down a little bit. So I was very worried about that flying towards us. Amazingly, it didn't. Somehow, and I'm not 100% sure how we got away with that, because that would have been a disaster. That is a big car to have launched towards you. We are coming up to lap somebody. Always a potential risk, because sometimes the lap down AI, same as anyone else, will want to, or might want to crash into me. I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure the AI's intentions, but what I can say is it's always a little nerve-wracking coming up behind them, because yeah, you just do not know what they are going to do. That gap there, they've actually, the AI, unintentionally of course, but the wrecks have made a rather interesting obstacle, because it's kind of forcing cars, not me, we can still go to the inside of it, but it's forcing the AI around the outside of it, which is asking for trouble. I was farting about with that car and almost hit a stricken vehicle. I mean, we were, 17 seconds in the lead. We can afford a little bit of messing around. As long as it's not lots of messing around, we should be fine. And it's the final lap of the race, although knowing my luck, this is when we get sideswiped by the biggest vehicle in the field, although that's probably the Grand Duke in front of us, which we actually did a smidge of damage. It's not much. It's not much. Please don't murder me. Actually, you won't go around to the inside of that car. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to see whether I nudged it. I didn't nudge it far enough into the vehicle that was going around the outside. That would have been a hell of a sort of snooker shot if I could have done it. And there we go. The Mazda has crossed the finish line. This is a really fun little selection of cars. There's some unusual ones, some ones that I just didn't expect to see, things like this Mazda, and a lot of really cool vehicles. As I said, they do look a bit too nice to be doing the old banger racing with, but they drive really well. The Lodestar's very strong. Yeah, it just adds some more variety, really, to the game. Some more vehicles that you would potentially want to go banger racing with. The damage on them is not quite as good as the main game cars, which is perhaps to be. These are only mods. Damage isn't amazing on them. There certainly is something there if you do get whacked around, essentially. But there we go. That is going to be it for this. For this video, I'll put a link to the mods in the description if you want to download them and have a go with them yourself. That, though, shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.